Today we're going to be talking about the Yololiv Yolobox Mini. We also have other Yololiv equipment with us, like the InStream just came out recently. The InStream is specifically designed for social media because it has a portrait layout. So one of the things that I'm confused about is why the Yolobox Mini can't be converted into vertical layout. Why is it only stuck at horizontal? Yololiv team, please explain. It is such a waste to just buy another switcher just so that you can do vertical layout on Instagram or Facebook, things like that. Or maybe even TikTok. Nowadays we're all doing TikTok. I wanted to share my experience using this guy. I have done streaming on Facebook through OBS. In case you guys don't know, that is open broadcast software that allows you to plug in, or rather to stream whatever's on screen to Facebook or YouTube. But for this guy, I have tested Facebook, I have tested YouTube, and also I have tested on the e-commerce platforms, so mainly Shopee and Lazada. I'm not sure about, I haven't tried it with TikTok yet, so if you guys are looking for any how-tos to stream to TikTok, I have not done that yet. If I do it next time, I will upload the video, I promise. But for now, there isn't anything. So, back to it. I am going to be sharing with you the features and benefits that I feel the Yololiv has above other switches in the market. I'm not going to be talking about the features of what they can do. You can find it on other YouTubers' channels or videos. You don't have to look at mine. So mine is based on experience as a live streaming technician. So one of the first few things, and I feel is so important, is that this guy can stream to multiple platforms easily. You do not have to duplicate anything. You just have to set up the RTMPs, or if you are connected to Facebook, just have to connect your stream key. So super useful stuff, very easy. If I am not wrong, Live View also allows you to, I would say, stream to multiple platforms, but it kind of requires you to go to their server onto a computer, which totally defeats the purpose of you going outfield or on production with something as simple as just this guy. You do everything from here. All you need to do is set your accounts, connect your accounts prior, so you wouldn't be on production and panicking and your director's waiting for you, excuse me, wake up, and you'd be like still, setting up your Facebook, connecting, things like that. So huge benefit of the Yololiv's, I would say, software. Okay, so that is one cool feature. Another cool feature, what was it?
A few moments later.
Please be reminded that I am doing this off script. There is no teleprompter, this is just off the top of my head. And this is just speaking of experience from the Yolobox Mini. Okay, this guy actually, okay, so just to talk a little bit about the Yolobox Mini, they allow you to do a live stream, and it also works secondary as a film monitor. Though it would be pretty questionable if you bought this just for being a film monitor. It is not so cheap, and if you're willing to spend that kind of money for a film monitor, there is so many others in the market that are much more functional and much better with internal recordings, or maybe with a brighter screen. Please do not buy this to be a film monitor. Secondary purpose, secondary two. So back to it. Let me just do a quick introduction of how it is. For this demonstration, we will be using monitor mode. It doesn't really matter. So just to show you that you can actually add video sources. I think some of the videos on YouTube actually mention that it cannot send videos, but it's done a new update firmware, I think recently, and now you can do videos, and that is good. So the second feature is that you can add videos, And why I say it's great is because in the event that you are, I would say, your presenter or your host maybe screws up, or if your equipment screws up.
No, please don't say that.
Adding videos is a very good function, not just to save, I would say, your stream in case there's some issues or faults, but you can add things like a advertisement video. Let's say we're going to like a break and you know you don't want to feature the players, you can actually cut to an advertisement of sorts. That is actually a very useful function. You can do it through OBS, but in this scenario you just need to put it into an SD card, put it into the Yolobox Mini, and just set your videos. Anytime you can switch your videos, so you can add 2 videos from your SD card into your Yolobox. So 2 to me is not really enough. It's bare minimum. But if let's say if you have, I would say your production requires a 3rd video, it would be actually good to have the 3rd video on standby, so you can't edit.
Did I stutter?
You can't change your video from the source. You have to delete the source first, add it back in, and tag it to a 3rd video. So that's one of the bad things I feel about the Yolobox Mini. I'm not so sure about the Yolobox Pro, whether they do have that function of changing the video source or maybe even adding more video sources available. But these guys have been updated. They can do chroma green screen, so that is very useful. They allow you to add overlays, so again they have some presets and inbuilt stuff. Again, you don't have to go all the way to OBS just to do it anymore, but just to add on the connection stability. I have done streams simultaneously to Lazada and to Shopee, and they work perfectly fine. Of course, I was running, I mean maybe my space here has very good Wi-Fi, but I didn't do Ethernet or the SIM card method. I did Wi-Fi and it seemed to work pretty well. So those are my little takes on Yolobox, why they're good and why they do have some space or places to improve on. Nevertheless, I feel that it can all be fixed with firmware. But again, going all the way back to the start of the video, why do they need to come up with one encoder specifically portrait layout? Why couldn't they just invert this? You can have a portrait like that. But anyway, just if you guys got any questions, comment down below. And once again, thank you guys for watching. My name is Edward, and if I actually do get to reviewing this or use this, I'll let you know about my inputs as well. Thank you guys once again. See ya.